Welcome to Learn to Code with Scratch, a Digital Media Academy certified schools course that introduces students to coding using the block-based coding language Scratch. Scratch was created by the MIT Media Lab's Lifelong Kindergarten Group. This course was designed for students in grades 3 to 5, but can easily be adapted for use with older students who are new to coding. Scratch is a full developed coding language and platform that uses blocks instead of text. Scratch enables learners to explore all the essential concepts of coding and computer science while creating everything from simple animations to incredibly complex projects. Because it relies on code blocks, however, your students don't have to worry about the sometimes complicated syntax of text-based coding languages like Ruby or Python. For students just developing coding, keyboarding, and even reading skills, this removes a huge obstacle to developing coding prowess. In the past, programming, or coding, was seen as a specialized skill and usually only taught in special electives in K-12 schools. With the proliferation of digital devices and apps for everything from making videos to keeping a grocery list, however, the demand for people with coding skills has exploded, and schools around the world are rushing to ensure that students develop proficiency with code, treating it in many ways as another form of literacy. Tools like Scratch demystify coding and make coding accessible to children at an early age. Perhaps even more importantly, Scratch provides incredible opportunities to integrate coding into your existing curriculum in very creative ways, something that may hook a number of students who may not have discovered coding otherwise. At certified schools, we don't believe that every student should become a programmer, but we do believe that every student should have the option. Learn to Code with Scratch is designed to open doors so that students discover what they can do with code, and so that every student will at least have an understanding of coding. In today's job market, coders work alongside designers to build apps, and game creators work with artists to create immersive game experiences. The artists and designers may not be writing code, but they do need to understand how code works and how they can collaborate on complex code-driven projects. Learn to Code with Scratch is a major step towards building that understanding. We recommend that you follow these steps to start your preparation for teaching the course. Step 1. Go to the course overview and teacher guide in the teacher resource module. Step 2. Then review the description and key outcomes for the class. In Learn to Code with Scratch, you'll see that students will learn essential concepts and terminology of coding, apply coding concepts as they learn to use Scratch, create and remix simple projects with Scratch, and develop an idea, plan and decompose essential steps, and code a Scratch project independently. Step 3. In the course overview, you will also find the teacher guide and lesson materials. Lesson materials like handouts are in the order they appear in the course with corresponding lesson and activity numbers. Most teachers find it easiest to download and print the included teacher guide to assist in planning for each session of their teaching. Step 4. Review the equipment and materials you will need for the course. For Learn to Code with Scratch, you will need the following for your students: access to computers or tablets with an internet connection, Scratch accounts, free online at scratch.mit.edu, standard classroom materials like paper, index cards, pencils, and markers for offline design and planning work. As you get ready for the course, you should also sign up for a Scratch account for yourself. Links to this are in the teacher guide, or you can just go to scratch.mit.edu. Let's turn our attention now to the different modules in the course. In Module 1, What Exactly is Code?, students will learn about exactly what code is and how it runs our many different devices and apps. Module 2, The Language of Code, will introduce some concepts and terms that are universal to all coding languages. Students will look at things like conditionals, functions, and events that may look slightly different in different coding languages, but which are common concepts. In Module 3, your students will start learning how to use Scratch to complete some creative challenges. Module 4 will allow students to take a big step in what they can create with code by introducing them to remixing, editing or customizing an existing project to make something new. Finally, in Module 5, students will design and create their own code projects from scratch by combining their new skills and conceptual understanding. In the next 2 videos in the Learn to Code with Scratch series, we'll look closely at some of the lessons and activities to ensure that you and your students maximize the learning opportunities of the course. Along the way, we'll look at some ways that you can use coding, and Scratch specifically, in your existing curriculum. There may be a lot to learn and do in this course, but with the videos, lesson materials, and teacher guide, We'll make sure you have everything you need to teach this Digital Media Academy certified school course.